Well, I guess just to start with, how's it been to pick up the playbook here?
It's been great. The transition, as soon as I committed, got on campus and got enrolled, we got I got the playbook and stuff, and talking with Lindgren and talking with all the quarterbacks, they've been a huge help for me, and just trying to pick it up as fast as I can. And I feel comfortable now. Obviously the first week they're throwing in all new installs every single day, so now I'm I feel really good and comfortable about our playbook.
How much different is what Brian was doing with you back in Colorado than what you guys are doing here?
I think Coach Smith has brought some of the stuff that he's had to from UW and his time at Boise State, and so I think for the most part a lot of it's the same. It's funny, we'll throw an install and I'll know the signal, just based off of what we used to do. So small stuff like that, but there's definitely things that have changed about his offense. A little bit more pro style now with 12 personnel and using more of a tight end, more tight end looks, just because we got the guys in that room. So I think that helps a lot with what we're trying to do here. But I do think the transition with the playbook has been pretty well.
Individually, how do you feel like, or how much do you feel like you've been able to put your best foot forward here in this quarterback competition?
I feel good. Just getting the opportunity every single day. Everybody. We're all competing for that job, right? It's a 4-man competition, and we're all doing a great job. And we're all trying to help each other. But I feel confident and comfortable in what I was doing, and it's been a good competition so far, and I know it'll continue to be a good competition until it's over. So and then even throughout season, we're going to help each other as much as we can, and we're going to continue to compete every single day. That's one thing that Coach Smith hits on and Coach Lindgren hits on every single day is, we're out here competing, and that's going to ultimately make us better and make the team better. So
we haven't talked to you since you came here. Why did you decide to leave Colorado?
There are multiple reasons. I really enjoyed my time with Colorado, and I really enjoyed the staff over there, but just some personal reasons, and just ultimately was I wanted to come and play my last season closer to home, and I didn't know where I was going to go when I entered my name, but I got the call a couple days later and from Oregon State, and I just felt like it would be right. But it was definitely a tough decision. Nobody knew before I did it. My family and I have been kind of talking about it for a little bit, and it was one of the toughest decisions I've made. But ultimately I'm here, and I'm happy to be here, happy to be closer to home, and happy to be in a great organization like Oregon State.
Well, given your situation being in your last year, when you went into the portal, the window or the opportunities had to be pretty narrow, didn't they? Just because you wanted to go somewhere where you knew you'd have a shot to play. You didn't want to go somewhere where you
Absolutely, yeah.
Was it Oregon State all the way when you were looking, or did other schools factor in?
No, other schools definitely factored in. I got quite a few calls. especially within that 15 minutes of entering my name. It's crazy how the transfer portal works. Everybody knows, they get notifications, schools get notifications. So it wasn't just Oregon State, but it was a quick turnaround. I put my name in the portal, and a few days later I was back in Oregon and committed to Oregon State. So it was definitely my top school, and when I got the call from Coach Lindgren and Coach Smith, I knew that it was the right fit, like I said, and what better way to come back home and compete for the job here.
Why did it click for you? Was it the local, being locally to start with, and then it worked out from there? Or?
First and foremost, it's what is going to give me the best opportunity to go play at the next level, right? And I think this system really is a good system for the quarterbacks. They produce quarterbacks every single. You see Jake Luton's in the NFL. Tristan had a great year last year, and so I think just that first and foremost, that's really was the most important thing. And I knew guys on the team, and I knew what they were building here, and I wanted to be a part of it. And so obviously, being close to home is nice, but at the end of the day, it was what was going to be the best opportunity for me in my future. And I felt like I can step in and give them opportunity, and just as long as I got the opportunity to compete, which I'm doing now, is all I want.
Somebody's going to win the job. How's the room going to react?
We're gonna stand behind that person no matter what. Obviously, this is a tough industry, and I've learned. It's my 6th year in this industry, so it's brutal at times, and we got a really good chemistry in that room. Though they've been very accepting for me, and it's been great to get to know those guys, and I'm really excited about what we got going, and no matter who wins the job, I know that we're going to be in good hands.
What did you learn as a quarterback playing safety for the time you played at Colorado? I had the privilege to learn under a great defensive mind in Mel Tucker, right? He came from been programs like Alabama, Georgia's, and so I got to pick his brain all the time and just see the small different tendencies that defenders do. Last year it really slowed the game down for me. Knowing where safeties were, knowing where they're aligned based off of different tendencies and techniques, and so I think it ultimately just slowed the game down for me, and gave me more of an awareness of the entire defense and the bigger picture on the offensive side. Would you recommend any quarterback do that?
I don't know. It's definitely you gotta have a different mindset when you make that transition. You go from not getting hit every single day in practice to hitting every single day, right? So, it definitely wasn't an easy transition, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Speaking of getting hit, you kind of took a little bit of a tumble from Andre over there.
Yeah.
One, I guess, what went through your mind when he went through you, and when's the last time you got hit that hard?
Man, honestly, I just wasn't expecting it, but it felt actually good. Like, at first I was like, okay, just wasn't expecting it, but, after that I got back up, and it felt good to get that contact again, but it's been a while, the last time I got hit was probably against Texas in the Alamo Bowl, and I got hit a couple times pretty hard. They had some big defensive linemen, but it was all love. That stuff happened, mistakes happen, and it kind of felt good. First time, testing the shoulder a little bit, and it's like, okay, I got hit, and I feel good about it, so it was good.
You mentioned the chemistry in the quarterback room, but with the receivers, have you been able to build connections quickly? What's it like throwing to this talented group of wideouts?
Yeah, we got, from top to bottom, those guys can play. They do a great job recruiting guys and getting guys to Oregon State, and you saw that in the last couple of years since Coach Smith's been here, and I think you'll continue to see that. And I think just getting that chemistry down and the timing down with those receivers this off season. And I've only been here for about 2.5 months now, so it was a quick turnaround, like I said. But we're out here working all the time, and even after practice, we didn't do that nearly as much at Colorado, where you stay after practice and you throw. So I think it's really pivotal, and you talk to some of the greats at the highest level, like the Mannings and stuff, and that's all they do is try to get that chemistry and that timing down, and that's what makes them really successful. So we're trying to do that as much as we can here, and those, like I said, from top to bottom, it's a really good room.
How many new season tickets do you think you've sold in the Beaver?
Hopefully a lot. Hopefully I've sold, but it's not me, but I've definitely gotten calls and a lot of support from friends and family, long time, just coming out of the woodworks, and people are, happy for me, excited, and, hopefully that we can get research packed, and because I've been here when it's been packed, and it's a fun place to play, great environment, and great fan base, so hopefully I've sold a couple, but who knows.
Speaking of the Mannings, you went to the passing academy this year.
Yeah.
Any big takeaways from your experience there?
Man, just to get to know the guys and see, the guys who are playing on Saturdays at the highest level, and who are considered some of the top quarterbacks in the country. Just to being able to pick their mind, and obviously being with the Mannings in general was incredible. And they're very genuine people, down to earth, and my whole experience there was incredible. And I definitely walked away from that camp with a lot of great things, and like I said, overall it's just a great experience, and just being able to meet the guys and pick their brains was awesome.
For the offensive unit as a whole, how are you feeling just about the chemistry and cohesiveness you're trying to build to that first game?
Yeah, I think it's going well. Really, I think it's going really well. Our defense is great too. But starting up front, that's one thing that really also intrigued me. Is, you got 5 guys returning, and 3 preseason Pac-12 players on the front line. Everybody on that front line does a really good job, and they're smart. They're gritty, and they're just guys that you want protecting you. And so, that's great. And then the running back room, it's competition right now, and guys are working really hard, and I've liked what I've seen so far. So I think, and then obviously, like I said, with the receivers, from top to bottom. So I think, going forward, I think, we have a bright future, and we just got to continue to work on the details and continue to get better every single day. you know, limit the mistakes that we're making. And you know, I mean, because it's coming up fast, and I think we're going to be ready by the time it rolls around. But you know, I've been on some successful teams, been on some unsuccessful teams, and I think that, you know, this team has what it takes to be successful. So I'm excited.
Thanks.
You guys
Thanks,
good?
Sam.